Hey, it's Dougie Wood, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can find the owner of a SharePoint site. So there's multiple reasons why you might be looking for the owner of a SharePoint site. It might be because you're wanting to ask them about some specific content, or it might be that you have identified a SharePoint site as having a lot of high storage and you're needing to speak to them about reducing that storage space. So how I would approach this first off, if I was a SharePoint admin, would be to click on the admin button inside of Microsoft 365. So just by going to office.com, click on admin, which will take you to the admin center of Microsoft 365. Click on SharePoint, which will take you to the SharePoint admin center. And then we're going to select on active sites on the left-hand side. Now, as I say, this might be because we're looking into storage issues of large SharePoint sites, and we're reaching out to people to try and contact them about storage space issues. So let's look at this bank site. Now, the quick win with this would be actually, let's look at the primary admin column, and you can see here, it's got my name, Dougie Wood. Now, that might not necessarily be who the site owner is, or the content owner, should I say. So because like in this scenario where I am the primary admin of this SharePoint admin center, I've created all these SharePoint sites, and that might be the same for your organization. You might have created all of the SharePoint sites for people, so the primary admin is just your name. So that doesn't necessarily mean that that is going to be the owner of the SharePoint site or the content owner of the SharePoint site that you're wanting to reach out to. It might be that if you work for a very large enterprise organization and you're giving people access to create their own SharePoint sites, you might get lucky and that primary admin might be the person that you want to contact. However, even after you select on that person, you might find that actually they no longer work for the organization. So you need to sort of jump in and dive in a little bit further and do a bit more investigation to find who might be that owner. So next thing I would do is I would go to that SharePoint site. Now, if you don't have access to that SharePoint site, I should say, which I do have access to the SharePoint site, but I've just missed a bit of a step. You would want to select the site, click on membership, and then give yourself site admin access. So selecting site admin, and then give yourself the site admin access to the SharePoint site. I would then do a little bit of digging around on the SharePoint site just to sort of see what content is being created and potentially who's uploading things to it. So I would click on the cog, click on site contents, and then within here, I would have a little look at the sort of some of the documents or some of the assets that are being uploaded. So I click onto site assets, and I can see all of this has been uploaded. Again, this is just a test, so it's just me. But if this said Joe Blogs that's uploading these images, or if I go back into site contents and just go into documents and take a little look at the documents that are being uploaded into here. Again, if this said Joe Blogs or Jane Smith or something like that, those would obviously be people that I would want to be contacting, reaching out to. You could even filter or sort by, say, for example, the newest possible content. And then in this case, obviously, these are just old documents, but I would find the newest documents and then I could reach out to the people that have been uploading or working on documents recently to get an understanding of the content that's on that site, who potentially is the owner and things like that. The final thing that I would also look at and take into consideration when looking for the site owners and who potentially owns the content of this SharePoint site is the permissions of the SharePoint site. So I can do this in a couple of different ways. If I click on site access, I could drill into looking at who the site owners are, who the site members are, and who the site visitors are. So under site owners, you would hope, and this is like hope in quotation marks, that the people that are in this box are probably the people that should be looking after that SharePoint site. Again, none of these methods are 100% foolproof. I would use them in combination. So everything I've shown you so far in terms of looking at who the primary admin is, looking at content of who's creating and modifying content, and also who the site owners are, take that with a pinch of salt and form some conclusions about who is creating content, who's owning the content on that SharePoint site, and that'll give you a much better understanding. You can also access this same information if you are a SharePoint admin under the active sites. You could filter through the membership, see the site admins. I say the site admins is the primary admin, which might be the person who created the SharePoint site. But you could then look at site owners, site members, or site visitors, and even a bit about the about permissions area of this. And this will give you an idea as well, as I say, just like looking at through the site interface, of who the potential owners are, who the members are that might be adding and contributing content to that particular SharePoint site. You can then easily reach out to them. So you could find that person's name, hovering over them. That will then give you their contact information to either call them or email them or drop them a Teams message to ask them about the content that's on that SharePoint site. So if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about navigating the SharePoint Admin Center or finding content or people in the SharePoint Admin Center, use a comments feed below to ask me any questions.